Welcome back, Fun Fam, and if you're brand new to the channel and the show, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is the Daily Dish with me, Ron E. Bradley, and I hope that wherever you are out there in the world, you're having a phenomenal day, morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, whatever you're watching. I hope that you're in good spirits today. Let me do a check and see if I can hear myself on this thing. Sounds like I'm coming through okay. Good. From what I can tell, my voice check, I'm coming through okay. Man, it's been a spell since I've been in the studio doing a show like this. Well, I was a guest on Thursday on the WDW Pro show, and actually I think that Park Place Morning Magic. So I was in the studio for that, and that is the last time that I was in the studio because I've been out at MegaCon. Where is MegaCon? MegaCon is about 15 minutes from where I live and also about an hour and a half from where I live. What do I mean by that? Well, if there's nothing going on there, it takes about 15 minutes for me to get there. And with MegaCon going on, it takes me about 12 minutes to get to the exit to where MegaCon is, which is the International Drive exit. And then it takes me about 35 minutes to get off on the exit, and then another 50 minutes to an hour and a half to get parked and get the bus ride over from there. It is a long, it's like I'm here, but I'm not here, right? You're here. You're at your venue, but to actually get in, all of the not driving travel time or just waiting in your car to get a parking space or any of that kind of stuff travel time, that is some crazy stuff. I'm sure everybody's been through it. It is something I have no patience for, and yet you have to have patience for, because what choice do you have? It is what it is, right? So anyway, I hope everybody out there in the chat is having a phenomenal day. Like the video, by the way. If you haven't liked it, like the video. If you're brand new to this, hopefully you fast forwarded past the intro stuff. If you're watching this on the replay, you fast forward past the intro stuff to get to the meat, get to the heart of the matter. If you want to fast forward past, if you're like watching this on the replay, okay, I'm going to tell you, if you're watching this on the replay, you can fast forward past all the chit chat. If you want to get to the stories, that's no problem. In the future, I am going to be working at cutting the stories into snippets to put them on videos onto the channel. I've been trying to do that with a couple of them. You've probably seen. I need to get better and more efficient at doing that. And part of that, of course, is how I portray the story. So if during the time that I'm actually doing the stories, it seems like I might be ignoring the chat, I apologize ahead of time, because I want you to know that I'll be doing some snippets from these videos to put as separate videos on YouTube. And when I'm doing that, it's probably better that I'm not super interactive with chat. So for the stories, now today it'll be different. Today it'll be, because my MegaCon video is actually going to be a whole separate video from this. So I'll be having a lot of chat about MegaCon with you guys, going back and forth. And as you know on the show, I really like to do a lot of back and forth with my audience, with you guys out there. So that's typically the plan for the show. But it may not always work out well that way. Speaking of all of the chit chat, I see a lot of you guys coming in and saying hi and everything. So let us get to the chat and say hi to everyone who is coming in, all of the moderators, everybody that's here. I appreciate it. First through the door today was a member of the channel, Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle says, hello. Love you, Tommy. Good to see you out there. Andy W. is here, and she says, good morning. I hope you have a wonderful week. Well, I certainly hope we all have a wonderful week. Jeremy Heath, one of our great wrenches, early through the door. Thank you, Jeremy, for wrenching and doing all that you do as a moderator on the channel. We super duper appreciate you. It's Florentin. I wanted to meet you on Saturday. I'm going to have to do my own separate meeting. I think that I would probably prefer to do meetups outside of the we can. So as it turns out, there were actually two separate panels on Saturday morning that I would have wanted to divide myself. They were both at the same time. They were both started at noon, and one was the Geeks and Gamers panel, and the other one was the Superman panel. And I didn't make it to either one of them because I got to the venue, literally walked into MegaCon just 5 minutes after 12. The travel time was leaving my house around 10:30. It took me about 12 minutes to get to the exit for where MegaCon takes place, which is at the convention center, right? So the International Drive exit, I got to the exit in 12 minutes. It took me literally, I want to say 35 to 45 minutes just to get from that, like off on the exit to the International Drive, just stuck there. And then finally got parked at Point Orlando and took the bus. And by the time all of the travel time took place, it was 12:05, and I did not get into the Superman panel, and I did not get into the Geeks and Gamers panel. So that really sucked. Next year for MegaCon, it's unfortunate because experiences like the Superman panel are like once in a lifetime. I don't know if it'll happen again at MegaCon. It would be great if something like that did happen again, or maybe it was popular enough that they'd bring it back. I hope it happens again, but I just didn't know how to navigate MegaCon this time around. It was my very first time, so we're going to be talking about that. I learned a lot, and I learned how to navigate MegaCon the next time around, and that's going to help out a lot, I think. For me, it's very difficult to pre-plan something that I have no experience with. And sure, there's websites and this information and that information, but having never been to the venue at all, I had, well, not the venue, but MegaCon, I had no experience at all with how to even look at pre-planning, even think about what I wanted to do. Not even really understanding what a panel was, to be honest with you. I never sat in one, and I've seen them online and stuff, and it just, I don't know. It's so different. What you see online, even here in the studio, it's so different than the reality. If you were like sitting over here, right over here, or not sitting, standing, there's no sitting room. You'd have to be standing. But if you were there, like in the studio, you'd see a whole very, very different perspective. So, but I do appreciate every single one of you being here. So Florence made it to the distance, says hail, and Tommy Doyle said, I would love to go to Comic-Con. He meant MegaCon. He said that, corrected that in the comments. I would love to go to MegaCon. I want to see all the Geeks and Gamers crew. Yeah, actually, Saturday night, everybody was at the party, although my ears are still ringing because I do not like loud club music, but I should have brought some earplugs with me. That would have helped, I think. Why are my notifications going off? Hey, Lorena. See you in there. I'll be bringing up the comment in just a minute. I'm just trying to make sure that my devices are good. Mr. Fulton Mraz. Oh, Dude Man Cuz says, good morning, everyone. What is up, Dude Man Cuz? Mr. Fulton Mraz. Got a call from Earth, Wind, and Fire producers. They said that they want me to be on stage with Earth, Wind, and Fire, playing my ukulele and singing singing of September and July 23rd. Where is that venue? That would be cool to see because I love that song. And yes, you corrected yourself with the MegaCon and Fulton Mraz. Congratulations to the Eagles. We'll go over Super Bowl stuff in a little bit, but I'm not into the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. And my good friend Javier from Venezuela says hi, watching from Venezuela. Buenos días, señor Javier. ¿Cómo está? I hope you are well today. Tenga buen día. Overwhelming Canyon. Yes, Overwhelming Con is probably pretty accurate. It's Florenton. Hail, my friend. Got to see Tom over the weekend at the Geeks and Gamers meetup. So that was always good seeing Tom. Good to see you, buddy. Well, we're gonna have another. I need to have a channel meetup at the Springs, but on some other time when like more people can go. I need to find out when people are coming into town. And Juliet says, good afternoon. Follow the Bradleys and chat. Hello, Juliet. Good afternoon. Follow the Bradleys and chat. I think she was correcting spelling. Go and Shogi is here. Another great wrench on the channel. Tom F. Wrenching. Go and Shogi. Wrenching. Jeremy Wrenching. And wrenching is a good thing on the channel because wrenching on the channel doesn't mean what wrenching used to mean when I was a teenager. That was fun. Good morning to my mom. My mom is here. My mom is here. That's always great. Juliet says hi to Tom F. and Go and Shogi. We're all saying hi. Tom F. and Go and Shogi. And it's Florentin. Hey, Tom F. I know Tom F. Yeah, you guys met each other on Saturday morning. Braylon Lee is here, says, what's up, good people? What is up, Braylon? I might want to get you on the show this week, Braylon. So I will reach out to you about that. I am needing one of those big coffees to wake up. So yesterday, and I'll tell you a little bit about this. Lorena is here. Lorena, good to see you in the chat, Lorena, lurking and washing dishes. I didn't meet up with Lorena yesterday because I was only at the con for about an hour, and I was going to stay for the Cobra Kai panel. And then I decided that I was super tired, and I went home and I crashed, and I slept a lot. I took a nap in the afternoon, was up for very little last night, and then went to sleep, and I seriously crashed out. I'm feeling so much better today, and I'm actually down 3 pounds today over what so I think that not only like crashing helped me help my body to like process the stress and everything else. Yeah. I'm not kidding about that. This stress, if you know anything about cortisol, it creates all of this body weight because you hold on to your water and everything. But yeah, I'm actually down 3 pounds this morning from yesterday, simply because of losing water weight. Next up is the Vegas meetup. Are you in Vegas? I'm not going to Vegas. Or Vegas? What's Vegas? I don't know what Vegas is. Coffee from Everglazed. Original blend. Everybody's talking about this. Different coffee. So, okay. Cool. I think I got to everybody there that is in the chat. I see 20 of you fine folks watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Speaking of that appreciation, I think we need to go over here. You guys wake me up in the morning. You guys get me out of bed. You're my energy. Or if I were a transformer, you would be my Energon. Remember Energon for the Transformers? Because you guys are the Energon that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy. This stuff's the greatest.
This stuff is the greatest. Actually, I might have to go get my stuff because I don't have anything here to be drinking right now. I see the Bud Files have come in the house. They say good morning. Good morning. Yes, from Everglazed. We're talking about that coffee stuff. Speaking of which, I need to get mine. I haven't gotten mine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you about something that we like to do here on the channel. And that is we love to celebrate all of you because you are that Energon for me. What is the celebration and why do we do it? Well, if you guys show your generosity, which I always appreciate. I appreciate you just being here and showing up. But if you're even more generous than that, and there are super chats, super stickers, super thanks from you guys, perhaps a PayPal, buymeacoffee.com. Those things are, I think, in the link above. Somebody becomes a member of the channel, or there is a membership milestone chat, or somebody drops some gifted memberships. We love to celebrate that. How do we celebrate that? Well, we have some videos and dancing and fun and our custom member emojis that you can drop in the chat. But I'm going to show you the long celebration to start off with this morning. Why am I going long? Because I got to go run and get myself some of my own Energon and caffeine. Give me just a minute. I'm going to show the celebration. You may not see the chats on the screen, but I know they're out there. I will be back in just a moment. Let's go celebrate.
Is it too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo! Oh, that's too much. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. It's making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
And I am back. I can hear. How was that? Was that fun for you guys celebrating? Did I miss anything? Did I miss any big super chats or drop memberships or anything? Let me check and see if I missed any support in the chat, because I don't want to miss any of that from Everglades. So we had this and we had this and we had Rover Boy. Did you see me? I didn't. Did you come up? I don't think you came up to me. Did you say hi? What else did you see at MegaCon on Saturday? I would love to know. Oh, I would also love to know what I'm going to end up talking about the rest of the week. I don't know yet. There's a lot, but sorting out what all there's going to be to talk about over the rest of the week is going to be a heck of a chore for me. So I do plan on doing that. Tommy Doyle, I wish I could meet up with a West Coast crew, but nope. Well, you know, they come in every once in a while. We had a few from the West Coast that were here. Good morning. New to the channel as a member. Love seeing Ron on Lorena's channel and That Park Place, and of course the Pro channel. Glad to add you to the day. Well, thank you so much for being here, Alisa 1225. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi, and I definitely will keep you in mind in the chat and such. And the Native Hawaiian, aloha and good morning, y'all. And Rubber Boy says, didn't see you. Where was I? Saturday was my long day, and also it's not surprising you didn't see me. There's like 150,000 people there on Saturday, so it was nuts, just absolutely nuts. And it wasn't like that. I will say this. I ended up making Rippaverse Comics kind of the place that I ended up gravitating toward, because I knew that that's where like the That Park Place crew and such were ending up. You know, Culture was over there often, and the Geeks and Gamers, Jay, Drunk 3PO. Rover Boy says I was miserable. I got kicked out of Andy Circus Auto Line. They cut off at 320 and I had number 326. Couldn't get a refund for prepaid auto ticket. What? What the heck? That's if you didn't get to go, I think you have to get a refund. That's weird. I did not see Andy Circus. Well, no, that's not true. I think I did barely catch a glimpse of him when he was doing autographs. But to be fair, I didn't really care that much about Andy Circus. So, Tommy Doyle says, it's Florentin. I wish I could have the Geeks and Gamers doing meetup in my town in Littleton, Massachusetts. Well, if we can all get up to Massachusetts at some point in time, we'll see you. Linda, it was good to see you. I know. It's funny. As soon as Linda F came up, I knew you were Tom's wife. I got it. I totally understood. But I do appreciate the view on a separate from a separate channel because that helps the algorithm push this up. So, and I hope you're doing well. We are all praying for you, Linda, as you get ready to go into surgery. So, prayers for Linda, Tom F's wife. Yes, and it was absolutely a blessing to be able to see you and Tom as well. And we will do more meetups in the future. Absolutely. Just got some rum raisin coffee brewing. Ooh, that's interesting. Some rum raisin coffee. I got mine, by the way. This is my Energize from Beachbody in the Mandalorian cup with baby yogurt on the back. I saw lots of Mandos. It would have been cool if I could have gotten like almost every Mandalorian type. There was like a Spider-Man Mandalorian there. The cosplay is wild, and I wanted to get more video footage of it than I did. But it's very difficult to go up to every cosplayer and say, "Hey, with your permission, can I film you for my channel?" It's like, what's the not awkward way to do that? There were a couple that I did that for exactly, but I don't know. I guess I need to get better at feeling less awkward. Let me see here. Who else we have? Dylan Soup is here. Linda's first time chatting. Won't be your last. And there is the membership. We got to celebrate a new member to the chat. No, a new member to the chat. No, a new member to the... Oh!
Is it too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo!
Oh, this is just the best of us seen. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel, Alyssa. We appreciate that so much more than you can possibly know, to be honest with you. All of that member support, it helps out. It's providing for things, and I'll even have a better setup at some point in time. We're going to move on to the stories. Well, I only have the one story today, guys. And let me check and see. I didn't see it before. I want to redirect all of you guys to the Culture Casino 6-minute daily show. And so I'm going to try and do that right now. Let's see if we can make that happen. It doesn't look like Culture has posted anything yet for his show today. So if anybody wants to be on Culture Watch, I would appreciate that. Yes, absolutely. We try to have fun here. That's why we are called Follow the Bradleys Fun, because we do, besides theme parks, pop culture coverage, we do vlogs. We like to have fun. Let's see. Walked past Ripperverse booth several times. Saw the G&G crew and the Critical Drinker. Yes, Critical was our drinker was there on Saturday. Jeremy was there. Theory was there. Disparu was there. He was hanging out at Ripperverse as well. I did not hang out for too long at the booth because I didn't want to be a hanger on, if you will. But I pretty much saw, I think, everybody that came through. And of course, on Saturday at noon is when the Geeks and Gamers crew had their panel with Critical Drinker, and Star Wars Theory and Ripa and everybody else. So Jeremy and Ryan Kinnell was there. A lot of them I did not meet. I know Jay already, so Jay and I talked, a few times. Jay Drunk 3PO. But I was mostly hanging out with the That Park Place crowd and crew. So that's where I was. Speaking of which, getting to the story. What? Let me see here if I can find. Present. There's a couple of things that I need to show. So we'll do this first. Let's show the current Disney stock. By the way, there is no financial advice on this channel. As a matter of fact, I'd be somebody that you would never, ever want to take financial advice from anyway, so I don't give it by any means. But just to show you where the stock is right now, it's trending downward. That is just for show. You do with that information whatever you done want to do with that information. But there it is. And then the other thing that I want to show, because, and especially with the fact that I don't have my hat on this morning. The reason I don't have my Make Disney Walt Again hat on is because it's still in the car. I wore it to the Geeks and Gamers meetup. And then, of course, I also wore my fedora, which I normally wear everywhere. Wait, Culture Casino is on or his link is up? Anyway, point is I left both my hats in the car. So there we are. I see it. Trump wins Super Bowl. Ads destroy woke. Taylor Swift booed. That is the 6 Minute Daily. And that is fair. He usually covers stuff like that, and I usually don't, which is why I think it's we're a good pair. He and I, Culture Casino, because I will typically talk about my experiences and parks and such. I'm not covering anything with regards to the Super Bowl, even though the Super Bowl is pop culture entertainment. The reason I'm not covering the Super Bowl is I personally myself have zero interest in the Super Bowl or sports in general. Not really my thing. So I hope you guys are okay with that, because you're gonna get plenty of coverage of that elsewhere. I'm counter programming, if you will. I do want to check my membership to the channel, though. That's kind of important. All right, so I'm going to check current membership. All right. What I'm showing is currently there are 53 members subscribed to the channel. To get the next custom emoji, I am going to need a total of 75 members. So we currently have a 22 member deficit to the channel to get that next custom emoji up, which is something I want to be able to do. The other thing I'm doing for members right now, those who have been following me know that I am on a fitness/weight loss journey. I am only posting my updates about that journey to members only. Typically they're in shorts. I might do some live streaming and some longer stuff for members only, but it's a very personal thing, so it's kind of weird for me to make it completely public. So I'm making it available to members only, and you guys are keeping me accountable on my workouts. Today will be day number 36, I believe. Which is scary to think about, but there we are. We're starting into the 6th week today of working out. I really haven't gotten my diet in check yet, but it is happening. But I do have my pre-workout Energized that I'm on right now. And I will be working out after this broadcast. So that's what I do. Another thing that I forgot to mention about the celebration, another thing that I celebrate is if I find out anybody's purchased something from the spread shop. There is my spread shop. Follow the Bradley's Fun spread shop, and I'm going to agree to the cookie settings. And you can see what products we have. So there is our Make Disney Waltz Again line. If anybody purchased anything during the course of the show, would you let me know? We also celebrate that as well. I have several designs on the show. Several designs on the shop, I meant. So there's I was wearing this t-shirt at the convention, and then we have the Follow the Bradley's Fun logo design, which I haven't bought yet because I don't know if it will be weird to walk around with my own face on a shirt while I'm walking around. I'm like, is that weird? They kind of made fun of that in the movie Twisters. I don't know. But I mean, in all fairness, that guy was a YouTuber, so maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny, but also kind of fun. Thank you, Go and Shogi, for putting the link up there. And I got to figure out how to do the link that I need for my fitness shop too. But that I have a link. It's the wrong link. If you follow it, it won't go to the right place anymore. But for fitness type of stuff. But what I do want to get to, and I got to bring this up. I haven't even put the asset on my computer yet. And that is MegaCon. And I want to tell you a little bit. This is interesting. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. And I want to also talk about allergy season. Woof. Because allergy season is a real deal thing. And I have been suffering greatly with the old allergies. Man, it's just not been good. So for those of you that wonder, thank you, it's Florence, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Right now, I know there are a lot of people who wonder if the That Park Place crew, you know, the people that I stream with on sometimes a daily, every other day basis. I'm on a lot of the videos, and I know you've seen them on the videos, Jonas and Pro, and people are always asking, what do they look like? Well, guys, I'm going to put this on the channel with his permission. This is a selfie. This is a selfie that I got with me and Jonas J. Campbell. Are you guys ready to see the selfie of me with Jonas J. Campbell himself? Let me, there it is. There it is. There I am with Jonas J. Campbell in person. Now you all know. Now you all know. It's funny how much he looks just like Obi-Wan Kenobi, isn't it? So yes, there I am hanging with Jonas at the MegaCon convention. Indeed. Let me see if so me and Glenn kind of whoops. Darn it. Dag to the nabbit. Just lost my entire photos tab here. And I wanted to try and scroll down to the beginning of the MegaCon days. And I want to go through a little bit of it for you. My best time at MegaCon, and I'm going to try to through this sort of as a slideshow, if you will. There may be slides that I can or cannot show. I don't know. Let me see here. All right, so let's get there. Okay, so MegaCon 2025. I rushed over from the coffee maker to see. Thoughts somebody. That's okay. I'll show it again, Alyssa, if you didn't see it. MegaCon Day 1 is the vlog is up on the channel. If you have not seen that vlog, please go visit that vlog. That vlog needs some love. I'm in a place where I want to get all my vlogs and individual videos up to over 1,000 views. That's going to take all of you guys sharing those things out on channels everywhere. We need a Ron, Bradley, and Lorena Creole coffee blend. Everyone's making coffee. I don't drink coffee. That's my issue. It's like I drink other forms of caffeine. I just don't drink coffee. Anyhow. So MegaCon Day 1 is up on the channel. My experience on Thursday was that I got there just a little bit late after the MegaCon began. I didn't know what I was going to do on Thursday anyway. It wasn't that big of a deal. And so I ended up joining the pro channel and did the whole pro show. And I thought that was a better use of my time than heading out to day 1 of MegaCon. I do want to do. Wow, Jonas looks so. I know, right? Jonas looks just like that. He looks so much like Obi-Wan. So day 1 of MegaCon, I get out there, and I got out there, got into the convention around 5 o'clock. You go watch the vlog. You'll see all of day 1 and what I did. And I didn't know, I think with Lorena's help, I figured out where what she calls the celebrity petting zoo is. And at the end of the night, I was able to catch some things I saw. There's a lot of stuff that I did not put on camera. Some they really wouldn't let me. I saw most of the celebrities that were there, and I couldn't get them on camera, which was Anthony Michael Hall, all the people from the Breakfast Club. Molly Ringwald was there. Dean Cain, Tyler Hecklin, Brandon Routh, all of the Tom Welling, all the Supermen were there. The celebrity petting zoo aspect of it is pretty interesting to see in person, because it is, you can, even if you don't get the autograph or photo with anybody, you can go to the area and you can look around and you can then see, well, here they are in real life, and you see what they look like. Marina Baccarin, for example, if you know who that is, Marina Baccarin looked exactly like she in real life. She looks exactly as I would have thought she would look in real life. Some of the celebrities don't look exactly like I would think they would look. And then other ones, they look exactly like I would have thought they would look. Oh, and there is the day one. Now, so I put the day one vlog up, and I'm doing this video as just sort of a follow-up to what the weekend was like for me and my experiences, because I can do that with, chatting with you guys. Oh, Wall-E was very cool. I saw the Wall-E. That was awesome. And lots of droids. The amount of droids and the amount of like Wall-E and everything that they had running around at MegaCon made me believe that there's no reason that they could not do that at Disney, at Galaxy's Edge. Unbelievable that they don't have BB-8 and some of the other droids. I would say, if they really want to make Galaxy's Edge a thing at Disney, there's no reason why they shouldn't handle 10 droid handlers and have 10 droids actually running around Galaxy's Edge. It's ridiculous that they don't. Galaxy's Edge doesn't feel like real Star Wars, and it could, but it doesn't. And I think it would make the park a lot more popular. So, but yes, here's the link for my first video. Now, I am going to put days 2, 3, and 4 in one conglomerate video vlog as best as I can with what I was able to film or take pictures of. But this is sort of, in a sense, a preview of what that video will be like. Let me put it on the screen so I can go through it with you. This was, I believe, day one, just a photograph that I took outside of the Orlando Convention Center. What you don't realize is just how massively huge this building is. This thing is just like literally ginormous. And you can't tell it from this photo, but I feel like the building could encompass the Magic Kingdom, like the whole Magic Kingdom. I'm probably wrong, but it definitely feels that way. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge is the only intergalactic outpost on the Outer Rim populated primarily by humans. Primarily, there's like nothing other than humans there, I swear. And let's see if I can go through these, and then hopefully we have something else to celebrate at the end. This was for, all right, that's the Jessica Rabbit, one of the first cosplays that I saw that day. It's the Toon Patrol, hide me. That was for the day one stuff, I think. Let's take a look at the crowd. Now, some of these might be videos. If the videos don't play or they don't come up, that's fine. But you can see just from looking down at the picture, just the hordes and hordes and hordes of people. This was an author named Kevin Keeler. He writes books. And there is my first photograph selfie with the man, the myth, the legend, Culture Casino. Yes, indeed. I saw the Moon Skull stream. That convention was packed. Yeah, it was literally like on Saturday. I think there were about 150,000 people there. It was crazy, just super, super crazy. But Culture looks like Culture in real life, and there's Culture Casino and myself hanging. And in case you're wondering, Culture, super, super, super nice. Great guy and fun to hang out with. And so we went to this panel. But that was about a how to write a book. Was that this author named Kevin Keeler was talking about how to write a book. This panel, let's see, that was him. Oh, now this one this panel was the Breakfast Club. So they are introducing Anthony Michael Hall coming to the stage there. You're probably seeing this. When I play videos, they don't really work out as well on the StreamYard. So, but there you can see Culture is better than the dwarf on the Snow White Trail. That is true. And he's much taller than the dwarf on the Snow White trailer, I am sure. Did I get any of these as a photograph, or did I just take some video? There's a photograph. So in this photo, you can see Judd Nelson and Anthony Michael Hall. A little bit closer up there, and there are the four of them from the Breakfast Club without Emilio Estevez. He was not there. But so, and as Florentin says, it is the second largest convention building in the U.S. Yes. Thank you, Alyssa. Very good to meet you as well. Did we do a picture together? If we didn't do a picture, if you have a picture, send it. If we didn't do one, we'll get one next time. There is Molly Ringwald from left to right. Oh gosh, what is her name? Somebody can tell me in the comments. So Go and Shogi. This is true. It is. It was my nightmare. I was there because of work. Because I gotta cover it. I gotta cover it as part of my work. But you are not wrong. It broke me, and that's why I was there such a short time yesterday. Okay, Alyssa. Let me see here. Anyway, from left to right, sorry, it is Molly Ringwald. What's her name? Come on, somebody tell me her name in the comments, the brunette. Then Judd Nelson and Anthony Michael Hall. On the far right was the interviewer. I did not catch the interviewer's name. She was Scottish, and she said the word "we" a wee bit too much. She said the word "we" a wee awful lot. Yes. And then Anthony Michael Hall made fun of her to her face, which was also kind of funny. He's like, Anthony Michael Hall's like, "Oh, Ali Sheedy, thank you so much, Native Hawaiian. I appreciate that. I couldn't, for her name was escaping me." So from left to right, Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall. Yes. And a very prominent gentleman was sitting with me whose name I won't go into, but I can tell you that he is a professional. But there they are again. And this is the angle that we were watching them from. But you can kind of see pretty decent photograph here of Molly Ringwald, the back of their heads at least, Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson, and Anthony Michael Hall. Yes, indeed. Oh, Fairbrooks is here. Fairbrooks, we are going over the things that I saw at MegaCon, and what you're looking at right now are the cast of the Breakfast Club on stage: Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson, and Anthony Michael Hall. And so I went to this. Oh, hey, you can actually see Ali Sheedy's face there for a second. She must have turned toward the camera while I was able to snap a picture of her. And this is the video of them walking off the stage. I haven't actually reviewed this video yet. This actually looks pretty decent. Might not be playing so great for you guys, though. But anyway, oh, there is a little Deadpool. Now we get to some of the cosplay type stuff. The cosplay was fun, but there was so much of it. Oh my gosh. Like, so these are a couple of Deadpools shooting me. That's great. Vinny T. I have been trying to get in since you started. YouTube hates me My fun fam. Miss y'all. Oh, thank you, Vinny T. I appreciate that. Vinny, if you could, if you haven't seen it yet, if you could go watch my MegaCon vlog and also make sure that you're watching the one that comes up. Basically, this is a preview of what that vlog is going to be because some of these assets that I'm showing will be in that vlog. There was so much cosplay that it was like my biggest issue is like I don't know what to film for my channel because there's just so much. That was my biggest struggle. So when MegaCon comes up next year, and I have over a year to prepare for it, and here you can. There's Wally, by the way. All right, so we have. There you can see the Superman. There's Dean Cain, Tyler Hoechlin, I think, is there in this shot. You can see Bitsy Tulloch, who plays Lois Lane. This is where they were doing the autographs at. And here is a Wally that was running around. Good morning to my beautiful wife. She is now in the chat. Yes, indeed. And Alyssa says, good morning, Virginia. Oh, yes. So my wife, she's a big fan of Alf. Ah, before you get up for that final snack, I want you to know I've got your cat. Ah, hey, Willie. Hey, Willie. Anyway, so she's a big fan of Alf, and she wanted me to get her an Alf, which I finally was able to get on Sunday. They didn't have a lot of Alf representation, so I might have to make an Alf costume. But yeah, so there's Wally. He's running around. There's Ashley Eckstein is in this one. There's Marina Baccarin, who she is, for those that don't know who she is Deadpool's girlfriend in the Deadpool movies. She also was in V. That Wally makes you happy. What I'm trying to put that. Alf representation is a hilarious statement. Yes, there's not. Oh, and Justnita has entered the chat. Good morning, Justnita. Anyway, there's Marina Baccarin. She played Deadpool's girlfriend in the Deadpool movies. And she looks in real life just the way she looks on video. This was a buddy of mine that I used to work with at DVC. Neither one of us work for Disney anymore. And it just so happened he was standing next to me out of the blue. Is Tobin Bell there? I did not see Tobin Bell at the convention, but this was funny because when there's 100,000 people around and you just happen to run into somebody that you know without knowing that they were going to be there, that was pretty wild. Here is the Batmobile and the 1989 version of Batman. Yeah, as far as I could tell, I did not meet her myself, but she seemed like she was being very nice and very cordial to everyone that was meeting her. The only complaint I heard about from any of these celebrity people was not about the celebrities themselves, but about their handlers. There was somebody complaining about Tyler Hoechlin's handler. A little bit late for that, in the sense that MegaCon is now over. So, yeah, a little bit late for getting things signed by anybody at this point. But there's the Batmobile 1989. There is a bunch of Ghostbusters stuff. There's the Ecto-1 and the other versions of the Ecto-Mobile. Bum, bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. Yep, the Batmobile. There were so many things. Excuse me, my gosh. There were so many things there that I did not expect to see there. I didn't expect any of this. There was a ton of Ghostbuster representation. And the weird part about that was there were no there wasn't anybody from the Ghostbusters present. So while there were a lot of Ghostbuster cosplayers. I mean, I saw Ghostbusters, I saw Slimer cosplay. Wow. Anyone know how the Anime After Dark thing is? Oh, I didn't go to the Anime After Dark thing. I heard about it. And there was definitely some people there that were very interested in anime. This was very, very cool. This guy was awesome to me. I got the cosplay of him, and this was this is like rock and roll stormtrooper guy. That was very, very cool. This was inside the Mandalorian hut at the Forge. You can see the Mandalorian is at the Forge right there. So if you're into that kind of stuff, lots of Star Wars representation. Honestly, the Star Wars stuff here was better, in fact, if you will, than the Star Wars is at Galaxy's Edge. This is that girl from Cobra Kai. I can't remember her name. And then the guy that plays Johnny was over here. I was just trying to get a little bit of footage of them from a distance. Jigsaw. Did I see Jigsaw? I think I might have saw Jigsaw out there. Let's see. There's of course Dean Cain. This was one of the places that you could eat at. They had Four Rivers Barbecue. It looked, but it looked like it was, I like Four Rivers. I'm not a huge fan of I shouldn't say I'm a big fan of Four Rivers. I like their barbecue. It's not the best. It's, it's what you get when you're in Florida. I think this is where I have some of my funny fake selfies up, but this is the convention floor. Look how massive. I mean, everybody just looks like a bunch of ants down there. Just this, yeah. Four Rivers is not bad, but it's also not the best. It's just it's good barbecue. It's not great barbecue. Oh my gosh, there was a ton of horror movie references. As a matter of fact, one of the last things that I saw Jigsaw Killer on one of the last days is there was a live horror story troupe. And I talked to this one girl from it. I don't have the information right in front of me. But it was actually something that's kind of funny because when I saw them, I thought, well, this is something I might actually consider auditioning for because it looks like they put on a lot of live horror shows, like doing horror storytelling. And honestly, from the point of view of being a storyteller, horror is really, really fun or funny to do. But yeah, it's that was pretty cool. I mean, it's creepy in the sense that if you like being entertained by creepy, it was pretty fun. Let me see here. I probably have. Oh yes, there's my selfie with Jonas J. Campbell. There he is, right there in the flesh. Jonas J. Campbell. Everybody, for those that are, there might. Let me see here. Oh, this is probably the end of the night on day 2. This shot you might be able to see, kind of getting an idea of just how big the convention center is here. Let me see if I can pause this actually. All right, so I'm going to pause that there. Now, while this is on pause, take note. This tiny little end of the building that I am showing is about 1/20th of this side of the building. And I'm not kidding. This little section, there's about 19 more of these to the other side of the building. And that is just one part of this building is huge. Huge. This building There's never been a building like it. It's the best ever. It's huge. I'm telling you, nobody's ever seen anything like this. It's amazing. It's huge. It's the best. There's never been a building better than this one. I'm just kidding. Yes, Obi-Wan as Jonas for sure there. Now this, does anybody know what this is? Okay, I'm going to leave this picture up for just a moment. Braylon Lee. Braylon is one of the best YouTubers out there. I highly recommend everyone going to see Braylon Lee on his YouTube channel. Braylon is fantastic. Yes, he's huge. He's the best. Huge. So, who in the chat can tell me what this building is? All beautiful and all lit up. Here's a hint. It's not open yet. I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to tell me what they think that this building is. I see, by the way, Just Nita says this looks exhausting. What the heck did I just press? Who got it right? Yes. Just Nita says Helios. It's Florentin says Helios. It is, in fact, the Grand Helios. Absolutely. I wanted to get up to this comment. The whole thing completely exhausting. I have slept a lot between yesterday and today. I honestly could not handle all 4 days. When I got to day 4 and I got there, I was like, nope, I'm coming home. Yes. For everybody that is saying it is Helios, it is the new building in Epic Universe. It is the Helios Hotel at Epic Universe. That is correct. Not a great picture as I was traveling, but here is a little bit of footage of Epic Universe. I will try and clean this footage up and put it in the vlog. You can't really see it very well from here, but that is Helios, and then the other two hotels, and then Epic Universe between them, which you can't really see a whole lot of from that footage, but there it is. Here's a good shot of what it felt like. This is the perfect shot of what it felt like. It is not Aladdin's Palace. Yes, I am also very excited for Epic Universe to open. So this was, I think, Saturday. And this was the feeling. Be right back. Going Chogi's going to be right back. But this is the feeling that we got. This is MegaCon in a nutshell right here. Is just being in the crowd like that. That's crazy. Just absolutely. This is the line waiting to get on the escalator to go down the escalator into the main floor of the building. That's all that is. How crazy is that? Yes, it is very, very peoply, as they say, very peoply. And this was what it looked like when I got to the escalator. Oh, for those that missed it, there's my selfie with Pro. I know a lot of people wanted to know. There he is. There's my selfie with WDW Pro. And now you know he looks the same in real life. Just the way you see him on the channel is how he looks in real life. Who is G4? I don't know what Braylon's saying G4. I don't know what G4 is. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, this is me with Alan Ng from Film Threat. That was the biggest reason. There's Indiana Jones, by the way. My buddy Tom. And there, of course, is the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, yeah, I know. I met Pro quite a few times, actually, in real life. Valiant Renegade. The man, the myth, the legend, Valiant Renegade. This is the man who is one of the reasons why I'm on YouTube in the first place. So, indeed. But yes, there will be a lot more to come as far as MegaCon is concerned. So I will get those out. I will get the video out hopefully in the next day or two. Probably not today. Might be tomorrow afternoon. And that will cover days 2, 3, and 4 of MegaCon. There's also pictures of me with Lorena, Creole, more with Culture, and a few others. But my final take on MegaCon is that it is incredibly overwhelming. If you're like me and you can't stay in crowds, you'd have to have a very compelling reason to want to go. Like, I don't want to pay $100 to get an autograph from somebody. I didn't do that. SDCC. I am not going to San Diego Comic-Con. Shush. Yeah. But I paid the lowest price for admission for all 4 days that you could. I think I paid $125 plus like tax and fees. So I paid like $145, and that got me into all 4 days. The value, it's hard for me to comment on the value of it, because it's just, when I was a kid, when they had conventions, they were for advertising, and you would not pay to get into conventions. They were free because everybody in there was advertising something. Now you're paying to go pay. It's crazy. It's just weird. But I understand, because a lot of people want to go. When I was a kid, people didn't want to go, and like, we had some conventions in St. Louis that, like, family conventions, and you would not pay to go to them. They did them for advertisement for their stuff, so they would have to try and get people to come out and go. Well, I guess that those days are over and things have changed. Anyhow, speaking of going, I've got to get going. We did have, of course, Alyssa became a new member of the channel, so we have to celebrate that before we get going today. Let's celebrate! All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in today, checking out the MegaCon review. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for becoming a brand new member of the channel, Nita. And keep looking for other stuff. The channel is kind of going through some changes right now, right? So but right now, we got to head over to Culture Casino and see what he is up to. So until next time, everyone, we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.